Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, councillors. We will commence the meeting with the prayer. May we, the councillors of Ku-ring-gai, always be aware that decisions we make affect the daily lives of those we represent. May we make these decisions with knowledge and goodwill, respecting the views of others, and may we show ourselves worthy to follow in the footsteps of those who have protected the special qualities of Ku-ring-gai for over 100 years. Amen. On behalf of Council, I recognise the traditional custodians of the land and pay tribute to elders past and present. Welcome to the Ku-ring-gai Council December meeting. Due to the COVID-19 situation, this council meeting will be held remotely. Before the meeting begins, I will outline a few points regarding this evening's proceedings. During the meeting, councillors will appear on screen. Staff will only appear on screen if questions are directed to them by the council. Tonight's meeting will be live streamed on the council website at www.krg.nsw.gov.au/live stream. The webcast of the meeting will remain on the website. The live stream will commence once the Mayor is seated and will cease if Council goes into a confidential session where the public and the press are excluded pursuant to Section 10A of the Local Government Act. Council meetings remain open to the public online, but speakers will now address the Council through the monthly public forums and not at Council meetings. Again, due to the COVID-19 situation, the public forum preceding this Council meeting did not occur as normal. However, the public were encouraged to send in video, audio, or written submissions, and 7 submissions were received. For more information about addressing Council during COVID-19, please visit our website at www.krg.nsw.gov.au. All present tonight must refrain from engaging in disorderly conduct, publicly alleging breaches of the Council's Code of Conduct, or making other potentially defamatory statements. Councillors and Council staff must declare and manage any conflicts of interest they may have in relation to any item of business that is the subject of the meeting agenda this evening. Councillors, I call for any apologies.
Yes. Apology from Councillor Kelly for health reasons. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Spencer. You're moving an apology for Councillor Kelly. Is there a seconder for that? Councillor Greenfield is seconding that. Councillor Spencer is moving that apology be received and leave of absence granted. All those in favour? That is unanimous. General Manager, are there any staff apologies?
There are none, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Councillors, are there any declarations of interest this evening? None. General Manager, are there any staff declarations?
Madam Mayor, I believe that Director Watson and Manager Fabro have declarations to declare.
Thank you.
Through you, Madam Mayor, I'll be declaring our interest in relation to C1 and C3 on the basis that I'm still involved in dealing with the planning proposal with the DPI.
Thank you.
Yes, Madam Mayor and Councillors, similar to Director Watson for item C1 and C3, as we're still dealing with the planning proposal.
Thank you, Mr. Fabro. General Manager, documents circulated to councillors, please.
Madam Mayor and Councillors, the Greens contain 2 confidential reports. Item C2, which is acquisition of land St Ives, and item C3, Linfield Village Hub tender negotiations, update supplementary report.
Thank you. Councillors, I seek a motion that those we'll move on from that firstly to a confirmation of the reports to be considered in closed meeting.
Madam Mayor and councillors, item C1, which is Linfield Village Hub, tender negotiations update, both the report and attachments 1 through 4. GB12, which is RFT 10, 2020, 828 Pacific Highway Gordon, lifts replacement, attachments 1 and 2. Item C2, acquisition of land St Ives, report. And item C3, Linfield Village Hub, tender negotiations update, supplementary report, the report itself.
Thank you. Councillors, I seek a motion that those materials remain in confidential. Moved Councillor Greenfield, seconded Councillor Spencer. All those in favour? That is unanimous. We move to confirmation of the minutes, and I seek a motion to confirm the minutes of the ordinary meeting of council held on the 17th of November 2020. Moved Councillor Greenfield, seconded Councillor Chateau. All those in favour? That is unanimous. We move to minutes from the Mayor, and there is one, MM1. Local government and ethical lobbying. I don't intend to read this out as I'm going to move it as printed, but I would ask councillors to please refer to the white pages, not the yellow pages at the front, because on page 26 you will see that the second paragraph on page 26 in the whites is missing from the yellow pages. So please refer to the version as printed from page 26. So I am moving that a draft ethical lobbying policy be prepared and reported back to council. And I'll just speak briefly to that rather than read the whole minute. You will be aware, councillors, that there are state government policies in relation to lobbying and registers of lobbyists at the state level. Some of you may recall a few years ago, I actually proposed a motion for the local government conference that a similar register be established for local government across New South Wales. It has come to my attention that in the absence of such a policy applying at the local government level at this stage, a number of councils have adopted their own ethical lobbying policies. And I think this is a very good idea. Of course, here at Ku-ring-gai, we very much value lobbying from residents and from stakeholders. It's a valid part of government, but it must be undertaken ethically, transparently and fairly. Sometimes, occasionally, there may be attempts to improperly influence council decision making and obtain preferential consideration or treatment based on factors other than the merits of a matter. So in the context of making sure that there are protocols in place to protect fairness and transparency and ethical decision making, it's important that all parties involved in decision making are aware of lobbyists and who they are acting on behalf, especially if they are engaged or employed by third-party clients. So an important requirement, I feel, is registration of such parties and a protocol around the expected behaviour. So I'm not setting out here what the policy is to be. I am seeking council support that the staff prepare such a draft policy and report it back to council, and they will research what other entities have done and advise us of best practice and what would work very well here in Ku-ring-gai for our consideration. So that's all I want to say on that matter. If there are any other councillors who wish to speak to this, please raise your hand. If not, I will simply put that mayoral minute. All those in favour? Against? That is Councillor Spencer. I'll just read out everyone that was for.
Madam Mayor, I believe Councillor Spencer is contesting that.
No, I wasn't. I was a bit slow to vote in favour.
Oh, okay. Can I just make the call again for that? All those in favour of MM1? That is unanimous. Thank you very much, councillors. We move on now to petitions. Are there any petitions? None. We move to general business, and I invite councillors to nominate any items on the agenda that they wish to have a site inspection. Councillor Spencer? No, light off. Okay. No site inspection. Sorry, Councillor Spencer, you have your hand up. No. Okay. No,
I'm sorry. I apologise.
That's all right. There are no site inspections requested. We move to now inviting councillors to nominate any item on the agenda that they wish to adopt in accordance with the officer's recommendation, allowing for minor changes without debate. Councillor Spencer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. If I may try, I understand that Councillor Clark used to do this. If it's all right with Councillor Clark, could I?
All yours, Councillor Spencer.
All right, let's try this. GB1, officer's recommendation.
Is there a seconder for that? Seconded, Councillor Greenfield. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB2, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Shatto. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB3, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Smith. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB4, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Clark. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
I can see a smile on Councillor Clark's face. GB5, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Smith. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB6, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Kay. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB7, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Greenfield. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB8, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Nye. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB9, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Shatto. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB10, officer's recommendation.
Seconded by Councillor Smith. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB11, officer's recommendation.
I just have a question, Madam Mayor, with that.
Yes, Councillor Shatto.
The question is, we've got to receive and note the contents of the report. I just wondered if we were going to have a report back on those findings from the appropriate department.
Director Watson, Madam Mayor.
Director Watson.
Through you, Madam Mayor, staff are still going through that report in detail. As you can imagine, it's some complexity. But
Yes.
certainly where there's matters we need to bring to council's attention, we'll certainly be reporting all of those matters back, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's moved by councillor Spencer, seconded by councillor Greenfield. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
GB 12 officers recommendation.
Seconded by councillor Pickett. All those in favour?
And Madam Mayor, I'm sorry,
Yes.
there were some late agenda items.
Yes, we've got NM1 as well, which is a notice of motion.
Yes.
We've
Should I
got-
deal with the late agenda items first and come back to NM1, or should I talk about NM1 now?
Well, these are to be moved without debate, so you can
Okay.
do whichever ones you want at this stage without
Well,
debate.
If I may, I would like to knock off the late agenda items without debate.
Which is C2 and 3. C2 is in the Greens, acquisition of land St Ives, and C3, Glenfield Village Hub tender negotiation update supplementary report.
Can we do that? We
We
need a second.
can. So you would like to move firstly C2?
Yes.
That is seconded by councillor Smith. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
And now C3, officers' recommendation.
C3, seconded by councillor Clark. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
How am I doing so far, Councillor Clark?
Excellent.
Thank you. And I believe that's all the GB items and confidential items, and that leaves.
There is C1, and C3 was the supplementary to C1. We still have to deal with C1, but
C1, can we move that? Officer's recommendation?
well, we can move that as a receive and notice. We've
Yes.
already dealt with C3. So councillor Spencer's happy to move that as receive and note, seconded by councillor Greenfield. All those in favour? That is unanimous.
And now, Madam Mayor, I seek your indulgence with regards to NM1 in respect of Councillor Kelly not being here today due to health reasons. I ask that this matter be brought forward or carried forward to the next meeting. That's what I intend to move. Meaning, it's not been not to be dealt with. Carry it forward to the next meeting. Thank you.
All right.
I just need a seconder.
Yes, you do. Is there a seconder for that? Seconded councillor Pettit. All those in favour? That is councillors Chatto, Greenfield, Spencer, Smith, Kay, Nye, Anderson. Against? Oh, sorry, did I miss somebody then?
Yes, Councillor Kelly. No, sorry, I'm just kidding.
So that was unanimous.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me see. I think is that all the items then? We just have extra reports circulated to the meeting, General Manager.
There are none, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Councillors, business without notice. I believe some material was sent to councillors by email with regard to this. Sorry, Councillor Spencer, you've got your hand up.
Yes, could I move that as I'm sorry, did someone put that up? The business without notice. I think it was a staff recommendation, was it? Oh, sorry, it was a staff that put those up.
Staff have sent out to all councillors today the background information to two potential interim heritage order matters. And this would have to be dealt with as urgent business. Is that?
Yes, Madam Mayor. May I? I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
Well, I'm just explaining that the material that was sent out today would be in relation to dealing with 2 prospective interim heritage
Correct.
matters that would have to be dealt with as urgent business. And
Correct.
I believe Councillor Smith has the material present to add to what was circulated to councillors today, and that this would be moved subject to urgent business.
Correct. I would like to.
Sorry, another question, Councillor Spencer.
No, I was gonna move to support those as urgent business.
Okay, well, we'll just get somebody to potentially move that. Although, Councillor, did you have your light on for a reason?
I can move that, Madam Mayor.
Councillor Shadow, you're moving for urgent business to deal with these matters?
Certainly.
Councillor Spencer, are you happy to second that?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
All those.
I was going to move that, but I'm happy to second that. Thank you.
Councillor Spencer, I thought you were waiting, so I.
No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. I read the materials, so I'm happy to. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So it's moved, Councillor Shadow, seconded Councillor Spencer. All those in favour? That is unanimous. Councillor Shadow, would you like to speak to your motion?
No, Madam Mayor, not at this stage.
Thank you. Councillor Spencer, did you wish to speak as seconder on this matter?
No, Madam Mayor, just to clarify, if I may, that staff, as usual, would do their study and everything, and then come back at a later stage to put the recommendation for or against back to this council.
Yes, sorry. Just let me get my material out on this. We've got the urgency motion moved and carried. Now, what we need is a recommendation for the material that was sent out to you today. And I believe it's that council resolves to place an interim heritage order under Section 25 of the New South Wales Heritage Act on those properties. As long as we don't need to go into confidential, councillors, if you want to discuss those in detail, then we would need to go into confidential session. Is that the wording, Councillor Shadow, that you're moving tonight?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. And Councillor Spencer, are you happy to second that as well to deal with these?
Yes, I just wish to seek your clarification, as with all previous business in relation to interim heritage orders. The staff would then go away and do the investigation and come back with a report for council to whether approve or reject and so on.
That's correct, Councillor Spencer. And I think the email from Mr. Fabro today said that it would give council staff the time to undertake a full heritage assessment and report back.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify that. Yes, I'm seconding that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Spencer. Councillor Nye.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I've just got a question. Are we going to deal with each of these particular potential interim heritage orders individually, or are we going to do it all in one go? And are we at least naming the property, like what address it's called, what the house is called, things like that, before we put it to a vote?
General Manager, for your clarification on what we can do in open session.
Yeah, Madam Mayor and Councillors, the addresses are 7 Carrigal Road, North Turramurra, and 33 Young Street, Wahroonga. As to whether you want to deal with them together or separate is totally up to council. If council wants to move one motion to deal with both, that's fine. Or you could move a motion to vote on them in seriatim, i.e. vote on them separately.
Thank you. Can I please move these in seriatim? So moving first of all for number 7 Carrigal Road, North Turramurra, which is Hutter House designed by Harry Seidler, to be potentially, well, to be placed on interim heritage order by Ku-ring-gai Council.
Well, we'll first vote that they be dealt with in seriatim, starting with 33 Young Street. Is there a seconder for that? Seconded by Councillor Spencer. All those in favour? That is unanimous. So we will be doing that in seriatim. So we'll start with 33 Young, and if councillors want to make any comments on that property, they can do so now. No comments? Okay. Well, if that's the case, no debate on that. The mover of the motion being Councillor, Director Watson.
Through you, Madam Mayor, when we're passing a resolution, it would also be useful if the lot and DP number was also to appear in the resolution. So for Young Street, 33 Young Street, Wahroonga, lot 32, DP 12371.
Okay, we'll just get the staff to do that. Would you like me to repeat that? It's lot 32, DP 12371. Thank you. We've added that, Director Watson. Would the mover like to sum up on that? Councillor Shadow, I think that was.
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'm a little confused here. I moved urgency, and then you asked me if I wanted to move the motion, and I said yes, and then we voted for seriatim.
Yes.
So yes, if I'm happy to move it.
Thank you. Yes, move it, and Councillor Spencer seconded it. We're just dealing with 33 Young Street, so we're dealing with the motion to place an interim heritage order on that property, and you may sum up on that if you wish, as there's been no debate.
No, Madam Mayor, I'm very happy to support staff's recommendation at this stage. I think there may be debate perhaps later on when it comes back to us.
Thank you, Councillor Shadow. All right, I'll put that motion. All those in favour? That is unanimous. We now move, councillors, to the second property, and we'll need to, I think, get the DP for that, Director Watson. Lot and DP.
Through you, Madam Mayor, that is lot 2, DP 835996, 7 Carrigal Road, North Turramurra, and you can also include Hutter House, HUTTER.
Okay, you've got all that. Okay, staff have got that in the wording. Councillor Shadow, are you happy to move that again?
I'm happy to move that, Madam Mayor. That's 7 Carrigal Road, North Turramurra, Hutter House, DA Lot 2. Lot 2, DP 835996.
Correct. And Councillor Spencer, were you happy to second that? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Councillor Shadow, do you wish to speak to this one?
No, I don't. Just supporting staff's spotting of this, and perhaps there'll be debate later on. At the moment, this is just to support, to have it, have an interim heritage order on it.
Thank you. Councillor Spencer is seconded. Do you wish to speak to this?
No, thank you.
Councillor Nye.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just speaking quickly, the moment I saw the word Harry Seidler on this, I knew that we needed to place an interim heritage order on the property. Personally, I've spent 9 years working in one of Harry Seidler's other buildings in the city, Australia Square, and my sister-in-law's also spent some time being a tour guide in one of Harry Seidler's properties here in Ku-ring-gai. So when I saw this property, I saw that it was being listed and all the photos of it, I knew that it was something that we had to seek to protect, at least with an interim heritage order in the first place. So I'd encourage all councillors to support this. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor Nye. We're very fortunate in Ku-ring-gai to have Harry and Penelope Seidler's home in Killara as well, their very own home. So Ku-ring-gai is very blessed with Seidler, some special Seidler properties. Are there any other speakers on this matter? If not, Councillor Shadow, do you wish to sum up?
No, I'm very happy with the way things have gone tonight. It's very nice to see councillors in agreement.
Thank you, Councillor Shadow. Absolutely agree with that. Councillors, I will put that motion. All those in favour? That is unanimous. Thank you. I presume there is no other business without notice. Councillors, there are no questions with notice. There are no inspections committees. There being no further business, I will, before closing the meeting, wish you all a very happy Christmas and a healthy 2021, and the same for all our residents in Ku-ring-gai. I will declare the meeting closed at 7:40 p.m. Good evening.
Good evening. Here.